Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. I woke up early, and I'm doing something I've done for many years. That is, when I wake up like this, I have me a couple cups of coffee, most time too, and I can go back to sleep. For some odd reason, I can drink coffee and it puts me to sleep. So, after I finish this cup of coffee and quit complaining on video, I'll go back to bed, go to sleep. I woke up and grabbed the shirt, come out here, grabbed the thermos. Grace always has me hot water just in case. And I grabbed the instant coffee, and here I am. This is my second cup, by the way. Oh, so good. Good coffee. Now, I don't like to advertise for a company, but I have to admit that this Nescafe Gold, which is granulated, is a decent instant coffee. I won't say it's the best coffee, but it's just decent. I enjoy it. So, what can I say? For those that enjoy instant coffee from time to time, what can I say? That it works. Now, my preference is naturally brewed coffee, but I have to keep that at a limit. Too expensive. In my opinion, it'll be much more expensive here soon. Speaking of that, Grace and I were out a few days ago, and we experienced the gasoline increase. It was as high as I thought it would be, but that's just a touch of the iceberg, as they say. Now, here in the Philippines, they don't have as far as I know, I don't think they have oil resources on the islands. If they do, it's very limited. So everything is pretty well imported. I don't know their sources of the imports, so I don't want to give you false information. But we've experienced the increase, and I've not been out in a few days. So, of course, they normally don't increase theirs until Tuesday. That's generally when they do adjustments on fuel, on oil products. It's on Tuesday, so it'll be tomorrow. So I don't know if they do any adjustments in between or not. I've not paid enough attention to tell you. We've been informed, or Grace has, that the price of electricity is going to take us a substantial jump. And I suspect what they're doing with the electricity across the board. I've seen this nationwide, that all the electric companies are doing an increase. And I'm hoping, which I suspect they are doing, because we got, there's several islands that run on diesel fuel only. And that's the only source of electricity they have. I have trouble pronouncing one that me and Grace had visited a few years back. It's off the coast of Damageti there in Boho. But anyway, it's a nice little island, and it was very entertaining. But we drove past their diesel plants, and at that time I seen 3 major generators sitting there, and these things were humongous. And that's how they supplied electricity to the island. So I'm sure there's other islands that are very similar. And I'm sure what they'll start doing, they'll start shutting down for several hours a day, whatever, or night, and limit their fuel consumption in order to try to keep pricing semi-stable. But I say most of these increases will be a shared benefit for getting the fuel to some of these islands. At least that's what I suspect. And I've not had any research to confirm it all, but it wouldn't make sense that they do that in order to try to keep electrical costs within a reasonable price. Fortunately, here, it's not going to affect us much as far as electricity goes, as you're well aware of. Because we're going to be very limited what we use on the grid. And when hopefully I can get another battery before the price increase towards out of reach for me. That would be nice if I could do that, but if I don't, that's just the way it is. I know it's going to go up because of shipping and so forth. So if I get another battery, I will transfer my hot water over to solar. Because then I would have enough battery backup to handle it, especially early in the mornings when we actually use the shower. And it's not that expensive and so forth, but that's when my batteries are at the lowest point too. So it wouldn't do me really a lot of good to switch it over right now. So during the day, especially if the sun's shining, don't use it anyway. Of course, guys, that's something I got to bring up too. This is March, the middle of March. And right now, the temperature sitting out here right now is, I'm wearing a pretty heavy shirt. It's cool. I'm not used to this personally, because normally these temperatures are reserved for December and early January. Here it is, March. And I don't know what the temperature is this morning. I've not had a chance to check it. That's something I miss on my old TV. It always kept the temperature posted. And this one here, with this operating system, the OS, I really don't like it. But I'll live with it and watch it and use it. But I really don't like the OS. There's several apps I cannot use on it. They won't install. One is the VPN used to use. I used to get 10 gig of free data with a VPN, and it worked out quite well for me. I could use it and view things I normally wouldn't see, especially in movies like on Prime and Netflix, and occasionally Max. Max, I usually just subscribe for a month and then cancel it and then watch it for a month and wait about 6 months and do it again. And I picked up a new one that so far I'm enjoying, but I'm sure I'll wear the new off here soon. But it's Lionsgate, and here in the Philippines, it's roughly about a little over $2, about $2.25 per month, and it's actually a pretty good bargain, and got quite a few choices on it. So I'll keep it for a while. And of course, Prime, I still got it, and Netflix. And so that's why I am on TVs. But anyway. Oh, Can't believe I woke up just a little after midnight. But that happens sometimes. And I'll finish this cup of coffee and take me a little nap, as I say. But all is well here at the Smith family. Speaking of that, Grace is going to have a very good birthday. For one thing, we'll go and watch Virgil graduate from the 6th grade. They make that a pretty big ordeal because he'd be changing schools. That's something else I got to mention too. He'd actually went because of his grades. I believe last weekend, I believe it was. On Saturday, we had to go down to the public school, high school, and do a major science test. And the little guy scored I was surprised. They didn't give a scoring, but they informed Grace that he done very well. I wish they posted scoring. Virgil was excited because he was on the list as it said he passed everything. Yeah, because he knew that when he took the test, he told me it was difficult. So he passed it for the high school. But unfortunately, he doesn't want to go to that school. He wants to go to the private school, which I won't argue it. I'll let him go. Little guy's smart. He said, "Dad, I don't want to be influenced by kids. So I feel like I won't be so much influence. I go to the private school. I can focus on my studies." What am I supposed to do? Come from a kid, more of an adult than I am. And he loves science, by the way, technology and so forth. And we sit here and do little things. I got one of those enclosed, I call it an ecosphere. I set one of those up. We've been watching it. And what we've done is took river water and some sand or soil from it, and a little greenery out of the water, and put it in a sealed container, and just seeing what will come alive, what life is in it. And you'd be surprising. I don't have a good enough camera to capture it, or I would definitely post it here on, because it's pretty surprising. All kinds of little life in there. And I don't know how long it'll last, but it's been going now for, 4 or 5 days. And I've got 2 more bottles set up that has nothing in it. We didn't put no extra plant life or anything in there to stimulate it. I'm just curious if anything will come alive in it. Because it's from a different area of the creek where it's mostly sandy and from dry sand. And so I got 2 of those set up. I got one sitting here on my table. It's very interesting. And at the life that's in it. Anyway, guys, I rattled enough. I want to finish my coffee. I want to hit the hay and finish my nap out, as I say. So, if you don't mind, don't forget to smile, live long and prosper.